Welcome to Progressive Short Takes. I'm your host, I'm Joe Firestone. Well, it looks like there are now two vaccines that are getting ready to be put out. There's the Pfizer vaccine and there's the Moderna vaccine. Which one ought we to prefer? Well, there's a piece by Dave Dayan at The Prospect suggesting that the cooler of the two vaccines for application is actually the Moderna vaccine. And I'll share the screen with the article and we'll go into the reason why. Actually, this is the other half of a blog post, the first half of which was based on student debt cancellation, but it asked the question, what's cooler than being cool? Which is always a good question. What's cooler than being cool, right? Anyway, Moderna's announcement said that its preliminary results show their coronavirus vaccine to be 94.5% effective, which is significantly better than Pfizer's announcement, but also not because there's much of a difference between 94.5% and 90%, which was Pfizer's claimed effectiveness rate. It's because the Moderna vaccine, according to the company, can survive in a regular refrigerator for up to a month. It can also be permanently stored at minus 20 degrees Celsius, which is a common temperature for vaccines like chickenpox. Pfizer's vaccine has to be kept at minus 75 degrees Celsius and can only survive in a refrigerator for 5 days. That means that the standard methods for shipping and storing vaccines can work for Moderna's, whereas new infrastructure would have to be built for Pfizer's. There was a thought that dry ice could be used to keep the Pfizer vaccine cold, but there's actually a dry ice shortage that would slow down the rollout. But that problem becomes moot with the Moderna vaccine, says Dave. He says, we have to wait for the safety results, but this is truly great news. It is great news. It's great news that there are two vaccines that are nearing readiness for manufacture and for distribution. But of course, of these two vaccines, because of the greater compatibility with current storage capabilities in the medical industry, it does seem that Dave is right, and that the more preferable of the two vaccines, off what we know so far, is going to be the Moderna vaccine. So we ought to note this. We ought to note that important difference in how long they can be stored. At minus 20 degrees Celsius, the Moderna vaccine can be permanently stored at that level. That's a big, big advantage. A big, big advantage. So congratulations to Moderna and congratulations to Pfizer also, both for being so close to starting to distribute this to the population. We all, of course, are looking forward to it. Let's hope it all happens before too many people die. Anyway, that's the end of this Progressive Short Take. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with some more Progressive Short Takes in the near future. Thank you for coming.